Hello, everybody, on this lovely Tuesday night or evening, however you might see it. This is another car talk with yours truly. Um, Today, I'd like to talk about, not, I want to say redemption, but just in the way like coming back and gaining that motivation and in everything you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, motivation is something that we all, I guess you would say everybody kind of like, man, I feel motivated to do this and this and this, but at the end of the day, it's really oneself who truly thinks and lays back, like, man, do I truly want to stay at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I truly want to keep postponing everything, just holding back? Okay, I'm going to do this. I said I was going to do this, but I can't because my body limits me. Like, I don't know. I've met a lot of people with, let's say, I wouldn't call it disability just because they either have no arm or lost a leg or said such thing, but they still push, through those hardships that they have. Like, nothing is impossible because imagine here you're saying, man, I can't do this because I have the motivation or I just can't. And there's a person who doesn't have an arm, leg, or whatever, and they're pushing through. Doesn't that make you look like pathetic in a way? Like, I don't want to call you guys pathetic, but just how it is, you're not willing to push yourself enough, and obviously with everything that comes back, God has given you all those things for you. You have been born the way you have been born for a reason. If God did not create you without an arm, leg, or anything, be grateful those mornings you wake up, because the people who don't have anything are all happy. They're happy even though they don't have an arm, even though there are people who could give up, but they don't have an arm. Like, man, I don't have an arm, I don't have a leg, I don't have any of this, but they keep pushing through because no one's gonna be there at the end of the day. Once you lose everyone you love, once you lose that motivation, as sad as it seems, we lose parents, we lose family members, we lose people who we hold dear, and what can you do? That motivation isn't there, and all of a sudden when you feel lonely, you want to talk to them, like, you need to hear their voice, you want them to be there, but they're not, and we have to understand, we have to push, and right now, as they're still here, ask them, hey, why do you do this? Like, what is the reason for you wanting to motivate me, But honestly, just to take away from what I just said, it's just, motivation and all that is just temporary. It has to come from you. You have to be the one that's dedicated, disciplined, all that, Like, I'm not the best. I have my flaws. I have everything. Like, I'm not the best, as I'm going to say. I have my own sins that I deal with. I have things that I could better myself, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm starting to do that because I want to see a better version of myself. That person that could have done better. That person who could have achieved more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, if you, let's say, like, I was like, man, I'm not this or that. But if you let that voice in your head, just stop you from what you want to be and what you want to do, you might as well give up. But if you choose not to give up, you push past that voice in your head, man, you will go on to be probably one of the greatest in your bloodline if you keep striving and you make, your own thing. Like, I might not be the best, but I want to be the best in every aspect, whether it's work, whether it's my relationship, whether it's my mental health, my physical health, which is more important because that's the one that, in the long run, obviously that's going to help you, because good health, good health, good wealth, good health, something like that, but, like, that's literally, you have to be the one willing to give it all, your all. And if you don't want to give it your all, then move. This might sound kind of bad, but move on over. There's people who do want to, succeed. Like, it's like this verse. It's Proverbs 4:13. I can do all things through God, which He who gives me strength. take that as you will, how you want to take it. But I don't even be like, oh, but why you include religion and whatnot? I'm like, I mean, I include it because obviously, it's something I like, it's something I look upon, something I've been born, and I'm not gonna say, oh, it's because religion, this and that, or because of religion, this, and religion is good, religion, you can choose whatever you want, just how you perceive it, how you, view everything in religion, that's up to you. Me personally, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, I'm a Christian, or I'm this, you know what I'm saying? Because that's false. I do not practice my own religion, or I do not say, oh, I'm this or that, because I don't want to perceive myself as this, oh, godly person, and then all of a sudden be like, okay, well, you curse, or you do this, or you do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to seem like that person, because at the end of the day, you're lying to your own self, and you're lying to people who are there, So you have to be the one to step up and be like, man, okay, I want to be right, and I want to be great with God, and great with myself, and what I'm doing, and willing to push myself to be even better in every aspect. You can do it, guys. Like, honestly, the title of this video would literally just be called, like the title of this video is simply just going to be called, who am I and what am I willing to do to get better? I could probably shorten it to like, who am I, or like, am I willing to sacrifice everything? Like, what are you willing to do to be the best? Like, what would you do if you knew that that you would succeed regardless? Would you give it your all? Because it's like how it says, if you knew you could easily make $1,000 a day, or $1,000 in a week, and you knew it, I know you go for it. If you knew you could make $1 million a week, or in 2 months, you would strive for that $1 million. Like, you'd be like, man, I made this in 2 months, But at the end of the day, it's really you. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to give up all that partying, all that? Like, I might sound kind of crazy, but all that weak dopamine, It's time to wake up early. I could probably just be saying this, but I want to build myself to a place where I, even myself, surprise myself in every which way. Just by getting up. I feel like just by getting up at 5 or 6 in the morning is a blessing, and it's something that you're willing to sacrifice. You're willing to sacrifice that extra sleep. Most people wake up at 7. Most people wake up 7:15. But you woke up at 5 or 6. You're being that extra person. Like, you are probably above most people that don't want to wake up that early. Always the people who work, but like, you are the one to do it, and you can do it just with a lot of struggles and a lot of things you have to like literally go through. You can do it, man. Don't give up. You are that person. You are the person who strives to be the best out of all expectations. You are the one to do it all. I always would come back in and be like, man, I'm not gonna do it, or I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just spend more time with my girlfriend. Like, there was a day, like literally last week, when I was like, man, I gotta spend time with my girlfriend. But I was like, am I really gonna spend these little minutes or an hour with my girlfriend and not go to the gym? It's like, you choose what you want, and that's what you get. If you choose to be like, late, and choose not to, go do the things you want to do, and go do the things that will help you, you're literally hurting yourself in the right present and in the future, because you're not allowing your mind to, push past those things like, okay, I need to do this now. You know what I mean? You are literally the person who steers where your boat will go. Because if you don't, all those negative thoughts, all those things that you're like, man, you're worthless, all the people who bring you down, they're the ones who's gonna steer your boat. They're the ones gonna make you feel worthless. If you're 200 pounds, if you're more, you can do it, man. You can go down. There are people who are proven. There's people who have gone down from 500 pounds down, and they are, there are those people who literally went to give it everything to change. So what are you willing to do? Are you willing to change today and see how it goes for the rest of your life? Or is it just how it says, one day or day one? Literally, you get to choose what you are, what you're going to do. And no matter what you do, think about it, what you're gonna do, man. Because if you never choose to make that first step, what are you doing? And once you take that first step, you'll see the progress you're making. You'll see why it was so important, to change. You'll see that the person who you once were, you wouldn't want to be that person. But you're grateful that you changed, And you'll learn to accept the person you once were. Be like, I understand I was this, I was lazy, I was overweight, I didn't want to do this, but I'm learning and want to be a different person. But I just want to give you guys a little, car talk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But, there really won't be any edits in these videos because I'm merely just talking. Probably in the middle of the video, you guys kind of heard me go, but, But thank you guys, and obviously, without you guys, I give thanks to you guys for subscribing. I give thanks to the Most High, God, for allowing me to be here, talking to you guys. And if you guys want to hear any stories or anything about how I experienced I was fat, and I was like, I want to say overweight throughout my whole life, but I was fat, But, man, I hope you guys have an amazing night, and I don't know, I'll probably talk to you guys about my guys. I don't know if I do go into Canada for a sec, give me some tips, I'm probably gonna do my own research. But I hope you guys have an excellent night, evening, morning, wherever time zone you may be in. And because currently 8:18 at night, so I hope you guys have an excellent night, and may your blessings and everything be answered by the Most High. Just give them, don't. This is one thing that most people understand. Don't call for Him whenever you need it most, because those are the weakest at times. You have to call every single time in your life, whether you go doing good or bad. Give thanks. But just read that little proverb, Proverb 4:13, and may you all have a good night, morning, evening, and may God bless you all. Bye bye.